Hi, I'm Eric Walker Wickstrom, author of Serving with Grace, Lay Leadership as a Spiritual Practice. And I'd like to offer you another concrete practice you can use to help deepen your experience during a meeting. This one's called Hold Your Tongue. Have you ever noticed how our meetings often seem filled with people talking and talking and talking? Sometimes it seems as though 5 or 6 people say essentially the same thing as the people who spoke just before them. Critics say that's because committees draw to them people who like to hear the sound of their own voices. But I don't really think that's it. Instead, I think it's because, by and large, committees draw to them people who have really good ideas, and who are convinced that it's important that they contribute these ideas to the meeting. Makes sense, doesn't it? But what would happen if we made a slight change in that perspective? What would happen if we said instead that it was really important that these ideas be contributed to the meeting, but not so important who contributed to them? In other words, shifting the emphasis from I have something to say to something has to be said. Imagine going into a meeting having previously considered the agenda, and I have a tip about that in another video, with notes about the things you think really need to be said. You can take notes as ideas come to you during the meeting too. Then when the discussion comes, if you're usually one of the first ones to speak, make it a discipline to hold your tongue for a while. Hold back. Let others talk first. See who says what. 9 times out of 10, you'll find your really good ideas coming out of other people's mouths. And since this really isn't about showing off how smart you are, is it? But about furthering the work of the church in a way that also deepens your spiritual life, you can rejoice that the important ideas got out there and that you got to practice humility. And of course, if anything is left unsaid, you can always say it at the end. As with all of the other practices in this series, you can do this on your own, without anyone else knowing about it, or your entire group can make a commitment to one another to run your meetings in this way. But if you do, I think you'll find a marked difference in the quality of the experience. And that's what this switch to lay leadership as a spiritual practice is all about. I look forward to seeing you again for other practice ideas.